Adrian Wojnarowski joining us now with much more on this story. Woj, with more fans now being allowed to come to games, is there a big picture concern here for the league, or was last night viewed as just isolated incidents?
Well, the league wants those certainly to remain as isolated incidences. And, so for a couple reasons. Number one, players should not have to be subjected to this kind of behavior. And number two, it has overshadowed what has been, at least last night, a compelling postseason playoffs. You're going to see more teams do what the Knicks were ready to do today, and that's offer legal remedies to players, who might want to file charges. They reached out to the Hawks and Trae Young's representation about whether they wanted New York to file charges. He said no. He's just going to focus on Game 3. But I think that's going to continue to be the deterrent you see with individual teams, which is the threat of prosecution, not just ejection, not just banishment from an arena, possible legal remedies. I think the league is hopeful, and individual teams are hopeful, that will curb this behavior.
It would certainly make a statement, and good on Trae Young taking the high road on a situation that's just absolutely disgusting. On the court tonight, the Lakers will host the Suns in Game 3. What's the status of Chris Paul, who has struggled to stay on the court after injuring his shoulder in the series opener?
Hey, Kevin, I'm told, Chris Paul is expected to play tonight. The plan is for him to be out there in Game 3 for Phoenix. He was certainly limited in Game 2. Monty Williams said that was his decision to limit Chris Paul's minutes. But that injury, and it's been described as something of a stinger, it continues to bother Chris Paul. He's going to do the best he can, to manage the discomfort, the pain, and what you've also seen is an inability, to do some things on the court, make sharp passes, shoot the ball from distance. And so he's hopeful that it's going to get better as this series progresses. But certainly, for the Suns, an important 3 in L.A., and Chris Paul's going to give it a go.
All right, Lakers, Suns tied at 1 game apiece as the series shifting to Los Angeles. Woj with the very latest around the NBA.